Hey food lovers, welcome to my channel. So today guys, I'm gonna share with you the most delicious authentic Nigerian fried rice recipe. This recipe is very easy to make. It's packed with a lot of flavors, and once you try out this recipe, you are never gonna cook fried rice any other way. Trust me guys, it's so good. This is a game changer. So let's get started. Here's the list of ingredients to make the most delicious, authentic Nigerian fried rice. You'll find the recipe in the description box. Do well to check it out. Here's the stock we will need to make the most delicious Nigerian fried rice. You'll find the recipe linked down below in the description box. I highly recommend you season your meat like I did in that video in order to replicate this recipe. It's really important, guys, so you have to stick with the exact measurement to prepare your meat, and you get same result like I did. Trust me guys, it's a no-brainer. You definitely will love this one. So once I got the stock from cooking the meat, I chilled it in the fridge, so this will effectively remove the fat from the stock. And like you can see, I'm able to remove the fat with ease because the fat has separated from the liquid and it's solidified on top. So I'm just going to scoop all of that stuff out. We don't need all of that. So it's time to prepare the rice for the fried rice. To a heated pot, I just added in some oil, and in goes some chopped onion, and I'm just going to give that a quick stir. And then it's time to add in the spice. So I'm going to add in the spice and toast everything together for just a minute. So this will help release that natural oil and fragrance from the spice. So this will also intensify the flavor of the spice. Really good, guys. So you want to do this step just to wake up those spices. They've been sitting in the shelf for a pretty long time. So I just added in the washed rice. You have to wash your rice until the water runs clear. So I washed my rice for right about 6 to 7 times. This is important to eliminate the surface starch on the rice. So if you don't wash your rice thoroughly, what's going to happen is once your rice is cooked, the rice is going to be sticky. You don't want that. So you want to wash your rice until the water runs clear. And at that point, you have effectively eliminated the surface starch from the rice, and you know it's ready to be used. So that's what I did right now, and I'm just gonna add in the rice and just incorporate everything together, mix to combine. And once I'm done mixing, we're just gonna add in the liquid, and that's it, guys. And after we're done mixing, once you see that the spice has been evenly distributed all through the rice, you want to add your liquid. So we're going to use some meat stock and water, and then just cover and bring it to a boil. It's important you bring the stock to a boil before you reduce your heat. Otherwise the rice is going to soak up water and you have mushy rice. So you want to bring the rice to a boil first, and then you drop the heat down because you have successfully created steam within the pot. So the steam is going to cook that rice low and slow, and you have that fluffy rice without it sticking together. So you don't need a lot of water to cook your rice. So once we've reduced the heat down, we're going to cover the pot with parchment paper. So guys, I recently noticed that when I cook my rice with parchment paper, the rice cooks faster because the parchment paper is able to effectively trap in the steam within the pot. So you don't have steam escaping or evaporating out of the pot, so which can make the rice dry out faster and burn faster. So when you use parchment paper, the rice will cook faster. That's my own experimental observation. You can try it as well and give me some feedback. So I now love to use parchment paper. It helps to trap that steam within the pot, so the steam is just going to effectively cook and soften the rice. So it's time to prep our veggies for the fried rice. To some hot oil, I'm just going to add some finely chopped onion, and we'll saute that for right about 3 minutes. So this will help release the beautiful flavor and aroma of the onion. So guys, when it comes to cooking the veggies for the fried rice, you want to ensure that you don't overcook your veggies. So you don't want to cook your vegetable to the point where it withers and releases that brown, unpleasant color. We don't want all of that. In order to retain the color, the crunchiness, as well as have a cooked vegetable, what you want to do is cook your vegetable according to their crunch. So right now, I'm going to start off by cooking with the carrots. It's a root vegetable. It's more crunchy. So we'll cook it first. I'll cook it for right about a minute. And then I add in my other vegetables because they're softer and they have less cooking time. And so I'm going to add in the green beans and the cabbage because they have similar cooking time. We're going to cook that for right about 1 to 2 minutes before we add in the green peppers. So the peppers, they don't need a lot of heat. They have that beautiful popping color. You want to retain that color. And if you overcook them, you lose that vibrant popping color, and your fried rice is not going to be visually appealing regardless of the taste. So in goes the bell peppers. So I used green and red bell peppers. So green is a must-have for fried rice. You have to use it. It adds a beautiful fragrance to the rice. But for the red bell pepper, I like to add it because it goes and complements the colors of the other vegetable. It just makes everything pop and visually appealing. And I'm going to add some frozen vegetable now. So I added some peas and sweet corn. So I'm just going to mix everything together and stir fry for 2 minutes, after which it's time to season. And that's it, guys. So guys, I used cabbage in this recipe because cabbage adds that beautiful hint of sweetness to the meal. I highly recommend you try adding cabbage in your fried rice the next time you make one. It makes a whole lot of difference. So cabbage just goes there and adds that highlight of sweetness, a pinch of sweetness. It's really good. It's not noticeable, but when it's omitted, you know it's not there. But if it's there, it gives an edge to your fried rice. So these are the little tips and tricks I think you should incorporate into your meals to wow people. You don't do so much, but just, substituting, adding, removing certain ingredients can take your dish to the next level. So guys, I just seasoned the veggies with some seasoning powder, some salt, and some thyme, and I'm just going to mix everything to combine. And that's it, guys. When it comes to seasoning, we're just gonna keep it simple because the rice was really seasoned and it's flavorful. So you can go either way. You can choose to season the rice less and intensify the seasoning in the veggies, but for this recipe the rice is well seasoned, it's really flavorful, so you don't have to do so much in veggies. You always have to think in that light when seasoning your meal. So I added some scallions as well as some chopped and fried liver, and I'm just going to mix everything to combine and cook for right about a minute, and the vegetable is pretty much ready. So guys, for the veggies, like I said earlier, you don't want to overcook this vegetable. You want to cook it to right about 75% doneness because we're going to stir fry the rice, and the heat from that stir frying is going to cook up the vegetable. So you don't want to overcook it, and you still want a little bit of crunch and the beautiful color popping out. So it's time to incorporate the vegetable into the rice. Right now I'm just going to add a good amount of the stir-fried veggies to the rice, and we're just going to mix to combine and cook on high heat. So cooking on high heat will just help marry those flavors together. It's going to incorporate the flavors from the rice with the veggies and the veggies with the rice, and that's what we're just going to do that on high heat. That's it, guys. That's how easy it is to make the Nigerian fried rice. There's absolutely no Nigerian fried rice without liver, so that's why I used liver in this recipe. It's the authentic Nigerian fried rice, so that's how it's done. But you can substitute liver with some hot dog, some bacon, some chicken, some shrimp, whatever you like. Do you? And frying the liver just helps with the flavor. You have a better flavor when you fry the liver. So try that method and see whether you like liver in your fried rice or not. So that's it, guys. I'm just going to stir fry this for right about 5 minutes because it's a large batch. But if you're working with a smaller batch, you do that for 2 minutes or thereabouts. So we're just going to cook this on high heat. It's also going to help preserve the fried rice. It's going to stay longer because we're cooking with a lot of vegetable the rice is prone to go bad easily, especially with the hot weather back home. So to keep your rice for long, you want to cook it on high heat. So cooking it will help keep it for longer, although you still have to keep it in your fridge. So that's it, guys. The fried rice is ready. The secret ingredient that must be used in this recipe, you have to use white pepper, guys. So do not skip any of those ingredients I use in flavoring the rice. It makes a whole lot of difference. It's a no-brainer, guys. You have to try this recipe. So guys, I hope you enjoyed watching. If you did, wanna give me a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to click on the bell notification. It gives you instant update as soon as I upload my videos. I love you so much for watching and subscribing, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.